Tech wreck. Time to get your tech wreck.
Tech wreck. Chicky.
Tech wreck. Time to get your tech wreck.
Okay, Adam, it is tech wreck time. What do you have for us this week?
So I'm trying out a new app called Prehab. So apparently there's this content creator that goes by like Prehab is kind of their moniker, and they've got an app. I've had some knee pain literally going on for years now, and I'm gonna try their kind of like they walk you through this thing like, where's your pain? How severe is your pain? Is it in the front or the back? Whatever. And then it's like, here's your exercise regimen to fix that problem. And then it walks you through all of the different things. And then, but it also does like, are you trying to strengthen something? Are you trying to prevent injury? Are you trying to recover from injury? So it's got kind of all these scenarios that are all like rehab type scenarios to help you through. So they've got a 7-day free trial. After that, it's kind of pricey. It's $200 a year, or $50 a month. So you're way better off, obviously, going for the year. But I mean, honestly, like if it gets rid of my knee pain, I'll pay $200 a year gladly for that. So, and it's way cheaper than going to a rehab facility where you're paying like $150 every single session, and the doctor wants you to go every week, which is why I don't go, which is why I still have knee pain. So, I mean, I'm too cheap. I'm legit too cheap to go to physical therapy. Like I just am. At least at this particular point in my life for this particular ailment. So, yes, I'm going to give it a shot, and I'll let you know if it works.
I mean, it looks super interesting. I'm interested to know in the next week if this works, because if so, I've got some random things that don't feel great either.
Yeah. Like, who knows? Yeah. Give it a shot.
$200 in a year. Not a bad price point.
Not bad.
Go away.
Not bad.
Yeah.
All right, Sanjay, what do you have for us this week?
So, mine's like it's a nested, tech wreck of sorts, because you kind of need other things to make this tech wreck work. So it's Magic Mirror. Is the tech wreck. So Magic Mirror is basically an open source software suite that you run on a Raspberry Pi, hence the nested. So you've got to have something else to run this on, and it'll run a display that will give you kind of all kinds of information that you want on there. So I've started playing with this and started setting it up to do things like, the weather, of course, and a clock and a calendar. But one of the neat ones I've got on there is I signed up for the Google API app or API access for maps. And I've got a couple of locations like, my parents' house and my wife's parents' house and Emory and Tech. And it'll tell me and know the real-time traffic to each one of those. Okay. And it just kind of shows that on this kind of dashboard display. Yeah. So the idea is you build up a display like this. You can actually have it as a mirror. So put a piece of glass in front of it. So you can see the data behind it, but then it's also a mirror as well. So it's a smart mirror of sorts. But what I'm going to use it is probably not a mirror so much, but more as a family dashboard. So we all kind of know what's going on in the house. I'm eventually going to put the cars on there. So the electric cars, how much charge they have. So, hey, we need to make sure we don't forget to plug them in. Yeah. Something like that. Oh, where is everybody? Let's see their calendars and have all that on there. Okay. So it's kind of a unified, family data dashboard of sorts. And it's all open source and it works reasonably well. I bought a Raspberry Pi just for this. Yeah. $120 or so to get the Raspberry Pi up and going, and then put the software on there.
So here's my main question, which is, what types of pranks are you planning to pull on your family once you have a family dashboard? So like, for example, right? So
all kinds.
I have, a couple of teenage sons. So if it were me, I'd have like family dashboard, and I'd have like a counter on there, and I would say days since X has showered, and it would just count up every day that he hasn't showered, right? Until he finally notices, which he never would. Or just something of that nature. Have you thought through some real potential here?
That's an interesting idea. We might need to get like a moisture sensor for the showers to make a real time days since you showered.
Oh, now we're talking. Oh my gosh. I love that.
Level it up a little bit here.
Yeah. Or you could go the other way, right? Where like I've got my youngest son that will shower, but he'll shower for like as long, like I didn't know a human could be in the shower for that long. He's like 8 and he's in the shower for like 10 years. So it could be like number of minutes he's been in the shower and it's just counting up into infinity, basically. Like that would be really interesting.
So, and then you could calculate gallons per minute because you know how many gallons per minute the faucet is.
Then I could be
multiply.
This is how much wildlife you're killing in your shower. Like I could be like, so that's why like, this is how much pollution you've got. It's killing this much wildlife per shower.
You could convert that into dollars because you know how much.
He don't care about dollars. He don't care about dollars.
But when he asks you to buy something, be like, well, but
take a shorter shower. That's it.
But you cost us this much in water.
Wait, one better. I can convert it into dollars and then convert that into Legos. You've showered this much value of Legos. And be like, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Now your problem is that rapidly could become 0 Legos worth of showers. Yeah. And then you're going to have a different problem.
Then it's a very different. Then it's back to the other problem. It's back to the first problem. Yeah. So,
the first problem. So
there you go.
I'm going to have to think about the pranks that I've got in store, but